Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Walt's How-Tos and Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about why I chose to buy a used Model S instead of a brand new Model 3 Tesla. So to be fair, this isn't a review or a how-to. I'll make a review on my car and how to buy a used Tesla, but I wanted to get this information out because I feel like there's going to be other people that were in the same boat as me if you're looking to buy a Tesla, and I wanted to just go over the pros and cons and kind of my thought process and logic behind it, and hopefully it'll help you make a decision. So let's jump right into it. The first thing is, you kind of need to know what kind of price range you're in, because I live in Colorado and I wanted all-wheel drive, and when I priced that out for the Model 3 with the options I wanted in terms of color and all that kind of stuff, I was looking at like $65,000, which was a ton of money. That was unique to my situation. So if you really are looking to get into a Tesla for the lowest cost possible, I would probably say your best value is the Model 3. But if you're in a situation like me where you want the all-wheel drive, here was my thought process and whatnot. So first, I'm going to go over like the cons. What does the Model 3 have that the Model S doesn't have? So the first thing is it has the full self-driving chip in it. It is a faster, better computer chip, and it has that, but what are you actually going to get for that? Right now, I bought my car in June 2019. Full self-driving isn't capable. Elon is a miracle worker, and I do believe he'll make that happen. He thinks he's going to make it happen within a year. If the past is any kind of prediction, things take longer than what he usually predicts. So I'm guessing like 3 to 5 years. And when that finally is an available option, I'll probably, trade in my car and upgrade to that. But right now, there's really not that much more that you're getting with that full self-driving chip. It's Autopilot 2.0 versus the 2016 model I have is Autopilot 1.0. I've driven both. I've driven a brand new Model 3 and my Model S, obviously, and the Autopilot pretty much does everything the same as far as I can tell. It speeds up, it slows down, it switches lanes. So that was the first thing I was thinking, okay, I want the newest, best Autopilot, and I realized I'm not getting anything more with that full self-driving chip or Autopilot 2.0, at least in my opinion. I even saw some videos where people were claiming that the Autopilot 1.0 was better for different reasons, but I'm not going to get into that. It does autopilot. That's awesome. Something else that I believe the new Model 3s have is the ability to summon your car anywhere in a parking lot. And I haven't even tried it with my car, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't do that, but that's a trade-off. It doesn't come with that option. The other thing is when you're buying a brand new car, you get to select your options in terms of color, customize it for your style and preferences. So that's a big plus to buying new versus used. But those were the only three things that I could really see that was like a big difference. Now, let's talk about the good stuff, the reason I chose to buy it, and the pros of it. First off, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so I know this isn't like a fact, but I think the Model S looks way better than the Model 3. I think it looks, sexier. It's a bigger body. It's cleaner, cooler lines. I really like the front end. It just looks, I don't know. Personally, I like the looks a lot more of the Model S. The interior is bigger. You have the hatchback instead of the trunk. You can fit a lot more in there. The back seat is a lot bigger when you have passengers coming with you. I don't know if there's more leg room in the front or not. It's not too much bigger, but you have two screens instead of one, and I just like the look of it. The screen is embedded in the dash, and it's horizontal or vertical instead of horizontal, and it's not like up on the dash, kind of like just looks like an iPad attached to it. It's actually embedded. I just personally think it looks better. You also have the screen right in front of you, which for me is a lot safer and better, because when I want to know how fast I'm going, I just glance down and it has it right there. Something I didn't even realize, which was awesome, is the maps are also right there for you when you're using GPS navigation. I used to use my phone. I'd be missing turns all the time. Now it's hard to miss a turn because it's like right in your line of sight. And in my opinion, I like that a lot more. A big thing I was worried about is, hey, the new Model 3 is going to come with a warranty, and these are, Tesla's a new car manufacturer. They're going to be making mistakes and learning and getting better as time goes. So I was kind of thinking, this thing's going to break. I'm going to have to take it in, get it fixed. I don't know where I'm going to get this thing fixed. That's why I was kind of hesitant to it. I didn't know if you buy through Tesla, it comes with 50,000 miles or a 4-year warranty. I don't drive that much, so for me, it's that 4-year warranty. If anything breaks on it, then I just take it to Tesla and they fix it for free, and they give me a loaner car in the meantime, which was outstanding. I thought that really pushed me over the edge to where it's like, okay, I can buy this. I got 4 years. If they come out with a full self-driving car in that time, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. and I just felt like that warranty was amazing, and it covers everything. It doesn't cover tires, but I think it even covers brakes, which is insane. The other thing is, I don't have buyer's remorse, but I was afraid that I wouldn't feel good about spending that kind of money on a car, which, you know, they're awesome cars. I don't regret it at all. I love it. I would do it again in a heartbeat. But the resale value, I was worried, hey, if I don't end up liking this, or let's say something bad happens and I can't afford this, what is it going to look like to get out of this car? So I Kelly Blue Booked the car that I was looking to purchase through Tesla, and to my astonishment, the trade-in value was more than what I was buying it for, which just blew my mind, you know? And the private party sale was even more than that, obviously. So I was like, okay, worst case scenario, I don't like it, or I want to downgrade. I felt like I was going to get more of my money back by buying a used Model S instead of a brand new Model 3. So my car, 37,000 miles, 2016, I bought it for $64,500. When this car was brand new, it was $133,000 with all the options that it had in there. So I mean, it depreciated a lot. And I'm thinking, if I buy a used Model 3, it's going to depreciate a lot. But versus now that it's already depreciated, you know, buying used, in my opinion, you just get more bang for your buck. And if I needed to get out of it, I could. So that was a huge selling point for me too. Is like, if I don't like this car, I can get out of it, and I'm not going to take that big of a hit. Versus the Model 3, I felt like I was going to take a bigger hit. You know, with the range, I believe the Model 3s might have a little bit more. I don't drive that much, and it's a P90D, so it came with a lot of range. I haven't actually charged it all the way, because they say, you know, if you don't need to, it's better to keep that battery in 20 to 80% range, but I've never even gotten close to running out. Again, I don't drive a lot, so the range wasn't an issue for me. It came with the upgraded stereo, the premium sound. It has a subwoofer in it. I mean, the sound is phenomenal. It's awesome. I like to jam out when I'm driving. I also listen to podcasts and stuff, and that was just a huge selling point for me. The other thing is, I get free supercharging for life, where if I buy the Model 3, I have to pay for supercharging. That was a huge plus for me. I also get free LTE, the AT&T service, for life, where if I buy the Model 3, not 100%, but I think they eventually charge you for that. You might get a little bit of time for free, but that was a huge selling point for me. The performance, right? So it goes 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. I mean, it's amazing. You can't get a Model 3 that goes that fast. So I've heard people say, oh, the Model 3 is sportier and this and that, and it's like Model S is more luxury, but I feel like I have the best of both worlds. It's luxury, it's bigger, it's nicer, in my opinion, and it's faster, it's better. And I mean, I love the movement of going electric, saving the environment, yada, yada, yada. But a big reason I like the Tesla is because, you know, the only other cars that are this fast that are production are like Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches, and they're way more expensive. You know, you're king of the road. You are the fastest. You can always make the yellow light. You can merge. It's just, you know, I like it more than I thought I would have. You know, having that instant torque power, it's incredible. It's the best part about the car, and it's awesome. So I'll play a video of showing my buddy. I mean, that's kind of the fun of having a Tesla, is like wowing people. You know, I took my parents out. My dad was just blown away. You know, he has a really nice BMW. It's super fast, and it just demolishes any gas car that's, you know, under $100,000. It has the power lift gate in the back. That's just a nice little plus. The luxury part of it. And the last pro was, you know, you buy a Model 3, it's kind of a crapshoot how long it's going to take when you customize your brand new one to getting it. When you buy the used Model S, you know, it's already exists, it's there. They just got to get it to wherever it's going, and it's there. Another thing that was super lucky for me is it was the car that I wanted in terms of, if I was going to option it out, that's the car I would have gotten in terms of color, you know, the performance, the Ludacris mode, all that kind of stuff. And it happened to be in Colorado. So if you buy through Tesla and it's not in Colorado, there's a $2,500 fee to ship it to the state that you live in. And I didn't have to pay that. So everything was just lining up, and it seemed like a really good buy for me. So that was kind of my thought process. You know, I'm really curious what you guys have to think, if you know of some, you know, pro or con that I wasn't thinking of, especially the cons. Like, am I missing out on something with the Model 3? I felt like I paid the same price. Yeah, it's used. Yeah, it has miles on it, but it's bigger, faster, stronger. I think it looks so much better. And that's just why I chose to buy a used Tesla Model S versus the brand new Model 3. And I don't regret it at all. I love the car. If you're on the fence about buying a Tesla, I'd say go ahead and go for it, because, you know, I am the kind of guy that would kind of have buyer's remorse and be like, this wasn't worth it, and I haven't felt that at all. If anything, it just gets better as time goes on. So, yep, that's my video. Hope you liked it.